Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm an author and YouTuber, and I'm the author of 10 published books, including these little beauts. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Welcome, Divine Feminine. Today, I'm giving you guidance for Divine Feminines on your twin flame journey. And today's topic is stop waiting for your divine masculine now. Divine feminine, this topic is a real doozy. I will tell you that right now. In my coaching sessions, on the live streams, there are so many divine feminines who are in this constant holding pattern, this constant waiting mode. And I am here to teach you how to be empowered, how to be an empowered divine feminine, to take back your power and feel your inner power. And the only way you can feel your inner power is if you own it. And so throughout this series, throughout this shift in my channel, I'm going to be teaching you how to harness your inner power and live through it. So this topic, stop waiting for your twin flame. Now, some of you might be actually waiting for your twin flame, and others of you might be saying to me, Michelle, I'm not. I've stopped. I'm not waiting for my twin flame. Are you kidding me? However, sometimes the waiting can be extremely subtle. So there are subtle ways in which we can be waiting for our divine masculine. Let me give you an example of subtle ways. So when you wake up in the morning, do you look at your phone to see if your divine masculine has texted you? When you wake up in the morning, do you look at your Instagram or Facebook or whatever other social media you happen to use? And are you looking to see if your divine masculine has liked any of your posts? If so, you are still playing the waiting game. And I'm going to express to you why this is a bad idea. So if you're interested, do stay tuned until the end of the video. Waiting or putting yourself in a holding pattern in anything, right? Not just with your twin flame journey, but putting yourself in a holding pattern or playing the waiting game is something that is akin to poverty consciousness or a poverty mindset or a lack mentality or lack consciousness. It puts you in an inferior position and it puts the other person or thing in the superior position. If you are waiting, for example, for your DM to reach out to you, to call you, to text you, to like something on your social media, or to show up at your doorstep, you are in that lack mentality. You're in the mentality of, I'm putting myself and my life on hold. I'm putting myself and my life in a holding pattern to wait for the other person to do something. It just puts you in a state of lack of empowerment. If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, or perhaps early 90s, you might remember when each home had one telephone, and each home had one telephone, often with a cord, and nobody had cell phones yet. And so if you were waiting for a love prospect, for example, to call you, maybe it was someone you met at school and you gave this person your number, and then you're waiting for them to call you, and there was one home phone and no call waiting, then you were telling everybody in your family, do not use the phone, do not pick up the phone, do not go near the phone, because you were waiting for that person to call you. And then sometimes while you were waiting for that person to call you, you would pick up to see if there was a dial tone, because you're like, is this phone working? This also reminds me of the movie He's Not That Into You. There is a scene where the main character, and I can't remember the names now, but the main character, she does the exact same thing. She's like waiting by her phone for this guy to call her. And it just puts you in this inferior position, this position of weakness. And it's really giving your power over to the other person. In this case, giving your power over to your divine masculine. And since we are all about taking our power back, then that is obviously not the right thing to do if you would like to hold on to your power and maintain your individual power, your inner power, that which you own, that which is yours. This is not about taking anybody else's power. It's about maintaining your own sense of personal power, your own sense of inner power. And when you are playing a waiting game and when you are putting yourself in a holding pattern, then you are no longer in charge of your own inner power. You have given that inner power away. And this goes the same for your life. If you have happened to put your life on hold because you are hoping, praying, seeing in the future that someday your divine masculine will be back with you, so you are waiting to do certain things, waiting to take the vacation, waiting to buy some furniture, waiting to change living situations. If you are sitting in the background and hoping, praying, and waiting, again, that is the wrong energy. That's sending the message to the universe. It is okay for me to be in a holding pattern. It is okay for me to not move forward with my own life. And again, it's sending the wrong message, sending the wrong signal to the universe, and it's also sending the wrong message to your twin flame. What it is telling your twin flame, even in the energetic field, right? Even in the spiritual realm, it's telling your twin flame, you hold all the power, I hold none of the power. And it's also putting an enormous amount of pressure on them, because what you are saying non-verbally to your twin flame is that the only way my life is going to get any better is if you come back to me. And do you see how messed up that is? Think about it from another vantage point. Think about that movie that I just mentioned to you, He's Not That Into You, with the girl who was waiting by the phone. I mean, I'm sure by the middle of that movie, you were like, this person is so incredibly pathetic. Like, what is wrong with her? So let me give you another example that will help you understand why waiting for your divine masculine twin flame is the wrong thing to be doing. Have you ever been waiting for something? So let's just say you've been waiting for a job offer. You've been waiting for a loan to be approved so that you can buy a home, buy a car. Have you ever been waiting for some big event to happen and it almost feels like your life has come to a standstill as you are waiting for this big thing to happen? But in your waiting, you decide, heck it, I'm gonna go do something fun. So instead of waiting, you decide to do something else. You take your kids to Disneyland, you go to a park, you go for a picnic, you do something fun and exciting, and you let go and you let God. Now, I am pretty well certain that if you've ever done this in your life, you've been waiting for a response, and then you do something fun, you let go and let God, and you just live your life joyfully and you appreciate each moment, then bam, out of the blue, you get that phone call. Out of the blue, you get that email that says you're approved for your mortgage. And you're like, wait a minute, how did that happen? That happened so fast. Well, it happened so fast because you decided to stop waiting. You made the decision, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm going to let go and let God, and I'm just gonna have fun and I'm gonna live my life. And so if you are stuck in that mindset that I am somehow putting my life on hold, I'm somehow in any way, shape, or form waiting for my twin flame divine masculine, I've somehow stopped living to the fullest and having the time of my life in my life. If you have done any of those things, now you know that it is not in your highest good to wait any longer. You now know that it is in your highest good to live your life, have fun, let go and let God, take back your power, and stop the waiting game. Thank you so much for joining me, Divine Feminine Twin Flame. Thanks for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other Divine Feminines. And thanks so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy one of my 10 published books You can join a boot camp or my meditation course. You can also join the group coaching, and I also do readings, and I'll see you in the next video.